Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to DieselDome. It is a first-person shooter roguelike, at least marginally inspired by 20 Minutes Till Dawn, which is actually really cool. So we're just gonna dive in. Looks like we're playing as Spartacus, and just gonna figure this out. Survive for 10 minutes. Yeah, I can bet, but get a reward. I have no money, so it doesn't matter. We'll just see how it goes. So the entire point of this is that I am surviving, but I'm also trying to hold control points. And the game has like a really hard focus on momentum and movement. So it's got like wall running and triple jumps and a bunch of other things. So this is going to be kind of fun to play around with. As somebody that played a fair bit of Warframe, the bullet jumping works really well as like an easy way of getting just large quantities of movement speed kind of quickly. Does mean I'm going to be careening around a bunch. I was really hoping there would be some way for me to highlight enemies better. But that's fine. Ow, something already hit me. It's probably one of these assholes. Oh well, leveled up. What did we get? Fire bullet, burning shots, flak boy, tank companion that fights flying enemies for you. Tempting. I'm gonna do split shot. I'll do less damage, but I feel like firing 2 bullets just seems practical. I'm just gonna mulch them. Okay. Wider arc. Bullets home in on enemies have a wider detection arc. That's what I want. Yeah, giving me the ability to home just seems really not... What the hell? Oh my god. Alright, hi. Where are the enemies? And it seems like it can kind of just air slide on things. I think that was a wall run? Yeah, that's gonna be fun. And yeah, I can also just run over them. I would love something that just gives me a detection radius for enemies just so I can see them. The game's a little gritty looking, and so it's difficult to actually get that visual level. I should probably also stop picking up health. Okay, some of them are still alive and dying. So I think crowd hype is just a measure of... I think crowd hype is just a measure of my experience. Yeah, so every time I hype up. Bolts home on enemies have stronger tracking, War Eagle follower, extra mag size, or burning. I think I'm going to just go for better thrusters. We just want to be able to torch things. Okay. Where are they? I'm seeing things taking damage, but are they, like, burning to death? Hard to say. Okay, ability's ready. We might want to scale up my own damage at some point. Don't run through the fire. Something... Okay, something over here is a problem. That's a lot of enemies, too. Whoop. Didn't get him. Okay. A couple of these control points have been taken by enemies, and I need to fix that. I'm not confident, per se. I can survive. Okay, I've leveled up. Shoot smaller, low damage... Shoot... Okay, bullets shoot smaller, low damage bullets in an arc after being shot. Flak boy, swooping strikes. I'm just gonna go for shape charge. We're just gonna get more bullets into this mix. Okay, there's somebody on a... Okay. No, that's nothing. Oh, here's the tank. Run over those guys. Where's that tank? Oh, no. Whoop. Bad place to be. Get rid of that guy. see if I can kill this sucker. Okay, don't do that. Do not do this. Where the hell am I, and how do I get out of this? I don't know. I think the one immediate issue I'm going to run into is just navigating anything is hell. But that's okay. Fire more bullets, reload faster. Enemies take damage. I'm going to go for burning shots. I've got a fair bit of bullets. My thoughts are, if I can make things burn. Oh, I was hoping that would heal me, but alas. Grab another one, level up. What do we do? Immune to fire damage. Let's actually pick that up real quick, as that seems just kind of practical, considering how much fire there probably is and will be scattered around here. I also want to work on my reload speed. Enemies have gotten stronger. Yeah, figured. Ow. Okay, so I think I can retake this. New wave is arriving to challenge me. I didn't realize the previous one ended. Okay, level up again. Enemies explode on death, tempting. Bullets split into 4 low damage bullets on collision. Let's just go for infinite cascading death if I can. I'm just gonna kill the shit out of things with bees. What if fire immunity means I'm immune to fire projectiles as well? Probably not. It's probably only fire attacks. Ah, I died. Something random hit me. So it seems like control points aren't that important. Let's see. I don't know how long I was going for. We're just going to go back to the dome. It seems like I'm stuck with the same weapon, shoulder charge. Can be used mid-air. I'll keep that in mind. Ooh. Collect 1 skills from Burning Tree. Enemy spawns are increased significantly until bed is complete. I mean, that's kind of tempting. Oh, I can actually do a couple of these. 200 enemy trophies. Or survive for 7.5 minutes. I could go for the airborne. I bet we can get that one. This is cool. It's... I wish I had a accessibility option. That marked enemies honestly in green. Because the game's just gritty enough and the enemies are just small enough, the environment is just dense enough that it's actually legitimately difficult for me to spot them in a lot of cases. And so making them green would be lovely. I think we could go for a summoning build. But I think I'm still going to go for the homing bullets at the very least. I like the build that I was going for last time. Also, it doesn't seem like defending points is actually that important. Let's see. So the weird tank thing still exists. Somewhere around here. I'm just going to mow through them. There we go. Fire another bullet. I'm going to stay away from split shot for the time being. That hurt. Extra health might not be a bad idea. I'm going to go for mag size. Okay. Not quite sure why I get the slow-mo kills. But I'm not going to... Or the slow-mo kills? But I'm not going to complain about them. Oop, grab the diesel, level up. Faster reload, bigger mag size. Tempting. Burning shots. Okay, so that means we no longer... Or we've completed that one bet. I should aim for the birds. Because yeah, if we can complete those bets, at the very least we get... we at least get a bunch of money that I can carry with me. Alright, floor's lava, everything is good now. Whoops. Okay, bullets sometimes set the ground on fire. Tempting. Every kill, decrease reload time. I think I'm going to go for burning skin just because there's so much fire, and I want to get the ability to set the world on fire as well. Okay. I should see if there's other better spots to hang out here. I actually kind of dig this zone. This spot seems maybe a bit messy. Problem is I need a good shooting gallery. This one's kind of tempting, but the water is an issue. Is that a full-on airship shooting at me? Might be. Can I destroy that? I can destroy that. Yeah, I want those splintered bullet kills. Probably. I think we just don't want to reduce my damage this time around. Ow. That one hurt. Okay, I don't think I actually got the health. New wave is coming. Enemies explode on death is tempting. I think I'm going to snag that. Because, yeah, there's a lot of enemies that actually do end up bunched up here. And seems practical enough for me to get them to explode. Triple jump, tempting. Bullets explode on impact. Or we have full auto. Let's just go for some extra fire rate for a moment. I don't really need too much homing for the moment. Once we get more... Oh, the extra split bullets are necessary. And yeah, I don't need to worry about the fire as much. I'm going to take this back. I don't actually know if holding points is particularly necessary. I'm assuming it is. Oh, there's the airship in the background. Whoops. At least we don't have to worry about picking up experience. Okay, so we got that one. So I need to kill you. Alright. Got that down. Split shot, spray fire. Spray fire is kind of tempting. I think I'm going to go for spray fire. We already increased my mag size. Okay, so how are we going to get up? Okay, fire rate's feeling really good. Alright, here we go. It's mine now. I can use this to kind of mulch some things. It gives me a good shooting gallery. Take out the weird hoplite on a hoverboard. Alright, there goes one. Level up again. Every kill until reload, decrease reload time. Seems like reload time is kind of one of my big limitations. So sure, I'll snag that. Music's sick as shit. Hi. Yeah, this is starting to feel like a good build. And yeah, we might want the better homing. I also like to get the damage perk upgrades. There we go. Huh, gas masks. I guess it makes sense. You know, we are running around with a giant chain gun. Why should I expect to see some degree of... Ooh, while reloading, fire remaining... Magazine, double the fire rate. That's interesting. Better thrusters for homing. Each kill increases fire rate, decreases accuracy. Sure. So now, with every kill, my reload speed and fire rate goes up. Which means bullet hose. Now I need the better homing. Okay, torch that. Yep, there that goes. Hi, here I go. So is anything taken? Looks like B has been hoovered. Alright, F to level up. Might as well do that while we're here. Bullets explode on impact when reloading. Eh. I also go for bullets explode on impact. I don't actually really care for that. What about these? I just don't know if fanning is good, but I guess I can get it out of the pool. Because I don't really need the bullets explode, since enemies already explode on death. So it doesn't seem super practical. Okay, there's a guy up there who needs to not be there anymore. Okay, take him out. There we go. Unfortunately, a lot of the upgrade trees that I need at the moment are locked under meta progression. Specifically, the damage tree. Like, I literally can't do more damage right now. Let's go for better thrusters. Well, it's a game that makes me feel good. Very much just, like, mow things down. I think one of the only, like, lasting small issues that I'd bring up is mostly just the enemies being very small. Okay, so what I need to do actually... Holy shit, that works. I can press the reload button to do like a hyper blast and just really empty my shots. Which is very funny. I don't think I'm going to do it too often though. Just because awkward. Did I shoot him out of the sky? I think I did. I think I got them all. So is that like a combo meter? I'm seeing Suprema Secular. Yeah, so that's a combo meter of like... Okay, smaller, low damage bullets and an arc after being shot. So that's still homing. Alright, so we want that one. Anything that gets me extra shots. Oh my god, what happened? I think we blew up the tank really hard. Oh, the tank blew up and it was full of dudes. Is that was what happened? Okay, destroy those, destroy those. There's something there. Oh, we've got another airship. And I think I've already taken this back. I'm seeing something over there. Which is fine. Okay, Flak Boy, triple jump. I think triple jump is an option. Extra movement speed, slide speed. Hold space while in the air to glide. It's kind of tempting. Let's go for the exploding bullets. Let's just AoE harder. So one thing I should probably do is, just because I have so many bullets all over, I should probably just keep shooting. Because even if I legitimately have no idea where my enemies are, my bullets do... that something I can shoot? No, that's just a crane. But yeah, I might even want to look into getting one of those challenges that specifically increases enemy spawns and then just never complete it, so I can actually just have a ton of enemies coming after me. Yeah, problem is, like, I legitimately cannot tell where the enemies are. Okay, enemies have gotten stronger. Good. Is it a new wave? Do I have things to fight now? Because, yeah, I like the fact that the enemies have gotten stronger. I'm fine with that. My problem is, I don't know where they are. Okay, jump slam, AoE landmine. I guess I'm just going to do the AoE landmines, just extra passive damage. Considering I've not much else to do for a little while. Okay, there's an airship. Delete the airship from existence. It is an interesting take, and I'm enjoying the speed of it. Like, moving around feels quite good. I can't speak for the developers, but it feels like they played Warframe. Or Counter-Strike Surf, it's hard to tell. Probably both. And unfortunately, I've gotten to the point where I'm kind of untouchable. It also feels like I'm leveling slower. Might just be a me thing. Let's see. Anything else? Nah, just... Okay, new wave is coming to challenge me. Thank Gorb. I was running out of things to shoot. See, I almost... Oh. I almost feel like this game... Ooh. Actually starting to run into some issues here. Let's see. More bullet, do less damage. Let's go for Onager Strike. Yeah, I almost feel like this shouldn't be wave-based. I think it should just be constant. The faster you kill, the more enemies you have. Like, frankly, make it kind of a weird DPS arms race, where if you... see how it says, like, Secutor in the top left, or top right? You know, what if it was one of those where... I should probably go out of my way to grab some more healing items when I get the chance. Should find whatever ones I had left behind. Unless they disappear over time, which they very well might. Looks like they do. So we might want to invest into that extra health. There's some. But you know, what if it was one of those that the higher that meter is in the top right, the faster enemies spawn, specifically to kind of encourage you to build the biggest DPS rush build you can. Okay, Eagle. Let's go for well-fed. Give me just some extra max health, just so I don't get toasted. There we go. Hopefully we unlock a new character at some point, too. Let's see. We don't need more of this. Or of those guys. Oh, A is currently under attack, so I should probably go deal with that. I might have already killed them. Yeah, it looks like it. I like the control points, but I feel like it's not actually... Okay, no. I like the idea of the control points having distinct locations that you have to kind of defend. I think my one beef with it is that it feels kind of meaningless right now. Like, oh, defend this spot. But you can just retake it at any point, so there's no real reason why you need to protect it. You just routinely go clear it out. I'd rather it be like, hey, there's a mass of enemies over at A, or if you go to A, get like some extra perk, but spawn more enemies. Or even give the enemies a perk as well, or increase the number of enemies, or something like that. Chance of health drops, split shot. Split shot is mildly tempting at this point. I think we do. It's gonna hurt my DPS, but more bullets. Okay, right. The lava pops me up. That's how you get out of there. It's probably motion sickness to the game, and I apologize for that. Not too much, but I'm sure there are some people that are bothered. I guess that's the other thing. If I'm really bored, I should just hop up in the sky and just blast things from on high. I know there's an upgrade under the triple shot tree that specifically makes it so I can glide, and that actually is kind of tempting. Use the oil slick chutes. To kind of get some easy air and new targets to aim for. How long have I been going for? 15 minutes. I'm curious what the upper limit is. I'm assuming there has to be an end. Bullets split into 4 low damage bullets on collision. So that gives us even more bullets. Look, man. It's bees. Okay, there's some enemies over there. I can see them. I know you're there. Oh, looks like they took D while I wasn't present. Excuse me, let me fix that. Okay. I have to say, as far as like FPS implementations of, hey, let's make a bullet heaven, but make it an FPS, this is by and far the best. Vampire Hunters is fun, but it's very limited. I actually liked the corridor running as like a gimmick, but it felt kind of restrictive after a while. And then once they went like full, you're running around in a town, the enemies felt really tanky. And the build crafting didn't feel very good. This has, I mean, 20 minutes till dawn build crafting. Just like inherent in its design. I don't want to be like super dismissive, but like it is so clear that that's the central influence, which I think is good. I think the one thing I would say is, devs, if you're listening to this, if you haven't played Nova Drift as well, you might wanna. 20 Minutes Till Dawn's a good model, but Nova Drift is very much the original. And what? Oh, threw a rock somehow. Nova Drift is the original one. Absolutely deserves the credit for the design system, but then also, I think it did it better. Bullets bounce off of surfaces once, even less accurate, but who cares? I have extreme homing. I'm actually more likely to crash this game, I think, than I am to, lose. Hoverboards? In this economy? Unacceptable. Eat the rich. Oh, what happened? I have no idea. Eat the rich with bullets. Hungry bee bullets. I do wonder if I lose if they manage to take every single control point. That's a possibility. But yeah, the excessively bouncing bullets are just going to be kind of handy here for my own accuracy. purely from the perspective of, like, I functionally cannot miss. Let's just regenerate 1 heart every 60 seconds. Also, it's probably going to need some optimization. If it's chugging on my rig right now, it's probably going to have some serious troubles with other people's later on. Like, I don't exactly have top of the line, but I'm damn close. And so I can only imagine somebody with, like, a weaker laptop, for example, is going to have... this is going to be a slideshow. Let's go up along the bridge. Because I can kind of hang out here on the bridge and use it as a natural choke point. Whoops. Well, if I can stay on the bridge... That is the other consideration, because I cannot stay on the bridge. Frame rates and other things are not going to let me. Something's shooting at me. Or that's my landmine. It's really hard to tell. Is there anything even left? I have no idea. Hopefully this is the final wave. If it's not, I might dive into some enemies for a little bit at the 20-minute mark. Even if it is one of those where you're supposed to survive as long as possible, I think I'd much rather see something that has like a natural ending point with a couple of bosses and challenges. Like, I love the airships. Bring on like a big airship with a bunch of spots that you have to aim for. You know, these little dirigibles, they're fun. Oh, Victoria's good. Okay, well, we've unlocked some things. We got the protection tree, magazine tree, fire rate tree, homing tree, bullet count tree, AoE tree, and burning tree. Oh no, this is my build. Well, we also get a whole lot of money. So I might have also just been playing on an easier difficulty, and that's part of the issue. So we can unlock Ignatius, Pyromaniac with a shotgun and grenade launcher, or accurate crossbow and grappling hook. No, let's grab Ignatius. So I can also do ability cooldown, shotgun area of effect increase, shotgun ability has increased range and speed, and those are tempting. We can also unlock new things. War Tiger, anti-ground companion. Nope. Slowing enemies, damage. Crowd hype. Experience multiplier. Gambler capturing regions is faster for the player and slower for the enemies. Doesn't do anything right now. 3 Molotovs that linger for a while. That seems really eh. Increase accuracy and bullet speed, projectiles pierce, yep. What about slowing? Slow to a crawl after being shot, pools of oil slowing enemies within, decreases slide drag, yes. Snag those. And then I don't think I can get any of the passives. Some of these would be nice, like 40,000 for an extra projectile is just wild, but no thank you. At least not at the moment. Alright. Oop, that's settings. I didn't want to do that. I want to go to the dome, and I should have some money so I can actually put some bets. Alright, let's try this again. This time, oh, geez, I don't even know. I think I'm going to stay away from the flak. I think we'll go for homing, explosives, the extra projectile, I have no idea if that's actually good, unless that doubles the amount of projectiles that I have to work with. But yeah, if I'm going to be hitting these suckers from afar... Did I even get it? I have no idea. Yeah, the problem is... Me and shotguns can do very well in certain games. I should probably go hang out... Ooh. Go hang out without hair in my eyes. Unfortunately, I'm kind of lazy with my haircuts. I usually only cut my hair like maybe once a year, and so we're starting to hit that phase of me being... There we go. Grab kind of one of them. Whoop. I gotta watch out so I don't... There we go. Let's see, gotta watch out. Okay, we want to grab Eagle, we want to grab Split Shot, we want to get a lot of things. I think I'm gonna go for the bullets, home on enemies, and then we'll figure everything else out. Main problem is, if I can't hit stuff, because of a lack of homing, then I need homing. There's just too many enemies. I almost kind of wish this had some natural homing after it, like a distance. Or maybe not. Maybe it actually homes in automatically. But then too far away and it stops. Either way, better tracking, perfect. Yeah, my hair's starting to get kind of long, and I'm very much fine with that, except for, like, kind of when I just get up in the morning before my hair's kind of settled, and then it's in my eyes, and that's a problem. I'm not super happy with the grenade launcher. I think a grenade launcher just doesn't vibe with this game to begin with. I'd actually rather have, like, a much longer cooldown pocket rocket kind of dealio. Probably. Okay, what else was I going to say? I don't even know. I'm just going to try and go for homing shotgun and make it work. The base damage is great. Like, it seems like each shot maybe does 120 damage no matter what. Let's see. Stock enhancement, accuracy, and bullet speed. That'd be interesting. I'm probably going to go for shape charge for a bit. Oh, so that actually does a flat amount of damage. Okay, I should probably also be very careful. Okay. I'm not immune to fire yet, and that's an issue. Wait, that's meaningless. Don't need it. Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out here fighting things. There's a wave occupying C. And I'm not quite sure how much I need to be afraid of that. Ooh. Probably should go deal with it all the same. Wait, no. We actually want to take this. Yeah, so each of my bullets shoots for 120. That's actually quite good. Accuracy, eagle, slowing shots. Slowing shots might not be a bad idea. I'm actually going to go for burning shots just so we can get the fire immunity, because that's like one of the big sources of damage. Okay, homing might actually be too powerful now. Huh. Okay, there goes the tank. It's immune to fire damage. Yeah, let's pick that up, because that way I can fall into the hole without too much issue. In fact, actually use that to get up and around. Smidge here. That was a hell of a lot of enemies. I'm getting a hang of the movement system. It's definitely weird, but like once you know your way around it, it's easy enough to maneuver. And the shotgun's pretty good. Slowing shots, internal combustion, enemies exploding on death is not bad. Oh, did I actually get the fire immunity yet? Or am I just completely imagining that? There we go. Yeah, I just gotta make sure I don't get completely wrecked here. You know, I almost feel like the shotgun would actually... The shotgun would almost benefit from a slow-mo shot instead. No, that's probably gonna be the rifle. Alright, what do we have? Exploding bullets, tanky boy, bigger... Just gonna go for the exploding bullets. Get him, and we should start investing in Eagle. Now that I've got the basics done. Doesn't matter as much. Okay. Wave occupying B. There you go. And my health is already looking fine. There we go. Doubling my mag size might not be a bad idea. Though I think more than anything else, I want to specifically... Well, that's effective. Oh, it's because the, each of the armor pieces is counted as an enemy here. Okay, F to level up now that I'm not in the way. Bombing squad, go for the eyes, increases eagle damage. Because, yeah, I've definitely floors lava here. Ah. Wait, no, that's my bird. Not sure what popped me in the air there, but that's okay. Okay. Continuously scooting. Let's see. Bigger tank. Might not be a bad idea. Let's get a second eagle follower, though. Alright. And I think we've taken every point, so now we don't have much to worry about. So let's go back in here somewhere and look around. So, what do I want to say? I mean, I don't entirely know if I want to say, like, it's feedback time. I think the basis for this is really cool. I think the one thing I'd love to see is actually have the arena be slightly procedurally generated. Namely, A, B, C, and D. I almost feel like those could actually be separate segments with, like, set pieces that are randomly stitched together a little bit, just so you can sometimes have completely different lineups. Either that or just, like, A1 through 4. So, like, sometimes this area has different bridges and whatnot. Also, the birds are actually really good. I talked about this last time, but it definitely needs a, like... There's nothing going on. So let's, Oh, that's an enemy bird. There's nothing going on. There needs to be more enemies. Like, I almost feels like I need to be able to routinely roll by and just be like, hey, this isn't exciting enough. Make it worse. You know, just like a location that really amps up the amount of spawns. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay, fire one more bullet, do less damage. I'm afraid of this one. Let's see, jump slam. Exploding bullets. So the problem is the rest of this isn't even that good. I think we might actually want to go this direction so I can get Wings of Mercury. Triple jump. Yeah, I'm afraid of the do less fire one more bullet and do less damage, because there's a very real possibility that's actively going to... What is going on with my bird? I have no idea. I'm afraid that that's going to have my damage for, like, one extra bullet, and that just doesn't seem like it's worth it. Well, I guess I'll just live down here now. I haven't actually been down into the watery section on that zone. Okay, new wave approaching B. I should head there. I think the other thing that would actually help a lot is actually if the just regular enemies were the ones seeking out... if regular enemies were actually seeking out the control points. Maybe? I don't know. I almost feel like the control points are kind of odd. They're only used sometimes and there's no real stakes to them. Easier way to describe it would be a lot of bullet heavens at this point are starting to add kind of mid-run events and quests and objectives. I think that's a really good idea. I think that has a lot of potential, and it makes these games so much more interesting. I think the control points are a good option, but I feel like you could do other things, like having a mid-boss spawn in, you know, Area C or something like that. Slowing shots, wait, no, isn't really that helpful. Increases slide speed, increases... let's just go for the regular movement speed. I feel like the both of those together is going to be a bit of a problem. Also, I feel like picking up health when you don't need it should give you, like, a hype boost. In terms of, like, look at this bold fellow. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too old-timey, but, you know, you get the gist of what I'm saying. Shooting a damn crane. But, like, I love the idea of the control points, but I'm barely using them. And so if it was one of those where, like, either I really had to worry about defending them, or I was incentivized to clear them, because maybe every single time you clear one, it causes another wave of enemies to spawn. My birds are just soloing everything for me. Did I just slide kick that guy, or did my bird take it out? I have no idea. I also feel like you should be able to ramp off of things. Let's see. Full auto gives it extra fire rate. That seems meaningless. Okay, space while in the air to glide. Like, I feel like if I do a slide off a ramp, like, I almost should be able to slide off of one of those pipes as well. You know, it doesn't give me as much height, but still. Like this thing here. If I slid and jump, it would give me a little bit of an extra movement speed bonus as I, like, zip upwards. Maybe. I don't know. More movement tech. But maybe make it an upgrade. Like, have slide kicks and all sorts of stuff be weird upgrades you can invest into, make it kind of player optional. Okay. Let's see. I might honestly look into snagging one or two of those challenge perks, just purely for the perspective of... Am I flying? Huh. I'm just airborne now. I missed the ground. I don't think I'm supposed to do this, but I am now Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxying. I threw myself at the ground and I missed, and now I am in the air. Okay, do we just go for high-octane fuel? We might as well. Alright. Yeah, so it seems like the way it's handling slow fall is silly math, where it effectively produces negative acceleration to, like, slow you down. But after a certain point, that negative acceleration loops back around and becomes positive. So when you're falling, well, I guess positive acceleration to, positive acceleration to counteract the force of gravity. However, there's no cap. And so, if you have enough runway, you absolutely can, start floating. It might also be one of those where, it's more possible if I do a triple jump at the top of it. Hard to say exactly. It seems like it's most effective when I do a triple jump out of it. It's funny. I love it, actually. I think it's kind of amusing. Purely from the perspective of, like, I don't know, I love cheesing weird game loopholes, mechanical loopholes. Landmines well fed, slowing shots. I don't really care about any of these. I guess I'm gonna go for the... What did I grab? I think I grabbed the landmines. Let's see if I can pull out of this. No. Sometimes I can. And I should probably try and go for the accuracy setup. Not that I'm particularly accurate, nor do I want my bullets to be. The main reason why I'd want it is because it potentially gives me piercing bullets, which would be actually extremely helpful. Whoa, okay, don't do that. There goes the tank. Unit killed, 0 hype. Oops. Took damage from that, I guess. It's fine. Let's see, full auto, slot it. I guess let's just go for the extra health. And missed him. Okay. Seems like D is kind of done for. Okay. Nope. It was done. You know what this needs? Head stomping. Did that not kill the tank? There's the tank. Yeah, sometimes the tank just doesn't go down. Despite exploding. I guess I should get actual exploding bullets. I don't think I have that yet. Let's just go for the regenerate 1 HP every 60 seconds, which kind of comes off as a little unnecessary. I'm pretty sure the health tree was somewhat pulled directly from 20 minutes till dawn. The problem is this game's actually friendly enough with its health pickups that it comes off as unnecessary. Nope. Nope. You really need a lot of runway if you want to get the, Oh. There we go. You need a lot of runway if you want to get the, Oh, that's fine. Just gonna scoot. And avoid. There we go. A lot of runway, a lot of height if you want to get the ability to avoid, or avoid falling. If you want to throw up a middle finger to gravity and say, no, I don't need to, you know, I don't need to touch the ground. I can fly for as long as I want. Explaining my thoughts and feelings is weird. It's like, I can kind of get the gist of it, but actually sounding like a coherent, normal human being, sometimes you're just like, I don't know, I'm just gonna flub this as hard as I possibly can, and there's no way out of it. And you almost become more distracted by the flub, to the point where it's just like, I am a living train wreck, and I'm just owning it because what other choice do I have? Oh, I wonder if that's the trick. Okay, do I want to do split shot? Flail rotates around player. Seems silly. Let's go for stock attachment, accuracy, and speed. Nah. I gotta figure out how to replicate that bug. I did it twice, and then I haven't been able to float since. Alright, I was gonna talk about how the, health and healing doesn't seem like it's actually... Okay, high critical chance, but lower fire rate. My fire rate is already abysmal. So why not, right? Okay. What was I going to say? Right. Health and healing pulled from 20 minutes till dawn. So the problem with the heal once every minute, it's not bad, but there's enough health pickups in this game that it comes off as completely unnecessary. It's just there because they couldn't think of anything better. And it doesn't really fit the momentum of this game. You know, slow healing works well when... Let's see, slow healing works really well. Oh, I wonder if it's firing my grenade that allowed me to fly. Maybe. Orbital strike builds up when aiming at an enemy, launches after it's been aimed for a second total. I'm gonna grab it. Okay, this one's clear. Let's avoid. Get back over here. Probably go to this bridge. Because I can kind of hold and somewhat pursue enemies from on high up here. Oh, those are my own landmines. Good. I never had a surfboard guy try and land on me before. That's a new one. Okay. I'm gonna wave over at A. But I feel like the health thing should almost be one of those where, like, the more health you have, the more damage you do, or the faster you move, or, I mean, honestly, I'd actually even say, for the movement speed tree, I like the slow fall. Oh, wait, no. Okay, the triple jump gives you, quick slide, and, quick slide, faster movement speed. Oh, I wonder if it's A or B options. With those talent trees, I might have actually lost the ability to get strike through. Literally doesn't matter. The run's about to end. But the triple jump tree should be purely about jumping and movement and a height. You know, it's one of those where it's like, yeah, maybe slows down your height a little bit. Maybe gives you a glide. Maybe lets you do air dash. The fact that this game does not have like a quick dash is actually kind of baffling to me. Just because it feels like it would fit. I know the one guy has shoulder charge, but you should be able to combo those together. Like, what if you could do a quick dash into a shoulder charge for a boosted damage, but only if you have the perk that does so? Like, characters almost need their own specialty, perk trees. I guess I'm gonna get Onager Strike. But movement speed-wise, yeah, there should be a separate movement speed tree that's, you know, first gives you move speed, slide speed, and then by the end of it, it's just however fast you're going is a straight-up damage multiplier. I wonder if we can actually go to a different location. Let's check the shop. I'm assuming we can't. I'm assuming it's just demo time. Do I want to do Brutus? Crossbow and grappling hook. The problem is, like, the lower fire rate characters are actually kind of unsatisfying. Ability cooldown, plant mine on grappling hook, max range for grappling hook, agility increased, while grappling, Let's see, we have crowd. I'll grab the crowd upgrades. Yeah, more gold, max HP, perk rerolling, but we only get a handful. Okay, let's just save the rest. Let's see if I can... Oops, that's the settings. Let's see if I can go the dome. Yeah, health and attack speed is kind of bad. Damage per round 300. Ammo capacity is 4. Reload time is 2 seconds. I mean, I can give it a shot. Oh. Heavy enemies have more HP. See, I just want more enemies. I'm probably just gonna go for this one. Just enemy spawns increased a bunch until we kill 25 eagles. What I could try and do is actually just not kill eagles. Maybe. Alright. What? What? I don't even know where my enemies are. I'm gonna head over to the arena. But I'd love perks that specifically affect... Oh boy. I'd love perks that specifically affect how my character... or, like, that scale off of my movement speed. Really give me more reasons to utilize... really give me more reasons to utilize all of the different tools in my toolbox, rather than just having them be there for the sake of being there. EXP multiplier? No, let's go for wider arc for now. We need homing. Even if the enemies are lined up in such a way that they are fish in a barrel. I can't fully trust. And yeah, we're just gonna hang out here. Burning shots, full auto, exploding bullets. Yeah, we need that. Did I actually kill those guys? Okay, there we go. Accuracy. Yeah, we just want to stay away from faster bullets. Oh, we never did get it. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a stock attachment. Yeah, my entire goal is to not kill as many of these eagles as possible. Even if they're going to make my life obviously much harder. I have to kill 25 of them, so that's going to take some doing anyway. I think the homing is actually screwing me over a little bit. A bigger bullets modifier would actually be really lovely. Yeah, so I'm shooting at something, and I think it is homing in on something else. Okay, jump slam, better thrusters. Let's go for better thrusters. Yeah, so what happens is it tries to weave between, or hit whatever is closest to me, which is these eagles. And it's missing, it's just missing all of the other dudes. This works great with the machine gun because you just have so many projectiles. It becomes functionally impossible to miss. But here it's actually a serious issue where, yeah, it homes in not on what you're aiming at, but whatever is closest either to you or the bullet. Which means, I'm honestly going to call it kind of bad math. Okay, let's go for this. I'm gonna maybe have to get the extra health. I can't. Faster bullets. I think these are A or B, so let's not. Oh, I died touching the fire. Yeah, so let's try that again. I think I'm gonna stay away from homing. I just don't think we can do it. Oh, did that... Active bet modifiers. Try again. Should give you bet options. It's kind of rough that it doesn't. Okay, let's just go back to the machine gun. I think I'm going to leave him for later. I like the idea of the sniper rifle, but it's unsatisfying. It should have some natural pierce, just one level, maybe. Just so you can hit a couple of enemies. Or maybe it's one of those where it actually just has... oh, it has overkill strike through. Just default. I think that should be something, a modifier in the game, like, if you overkill an enemy, have pierce. I think that should be an upgrade that you get for a gun, you know, one of the trees. But I feel like the Boltomatico crossbow should just have that by default. So, you know, if you hit an enemy and the bullet only used up 100 out of 300 damage that it would normally do, it then hits the next enemy for 200. And if that enemy dies, then the next enemy for 100 or something like that. Purely from the perspective of, like, it would make the Boltomatico crossbow feel considerably better as, like, a basic weapon. Okay, what do we want to do? Survive for 5 minutes. Enemy spawn increased bunch. Yeah, let's go for that. Because I can actually do that one. But yeah, the homing, I think the homing math needs to be tweaked a little bit. Because effectively what happens is the homing draws the bullets away from their intended target by pulling them to the side, even if they cannot hit. And I realize that that's probably a lot more complicated math, but it should honestly home in on the thing closest to your reticle in the path of the bullet. If the bullet cannot, you know, conceivably change trajectory to reach the target, it should not aim at that target. I realize that's complicated math for homing bullets and, like, who cares, right? But it does become a serious issue when it comes to things like it becomes a serious issue when it comes to things like, ooh, what do we want to do? Let's go for burning shots, get that fire out of the way. Bullets create fire on the ground. Oh, we never see that one because I usually go for Dragon Skin. Unfortunately, I think I want to go for Dragon Skin. Let's see. But yeah, the homing becomes a serious problem when it comes to projectiles that are moving very fast, because it means the projectiles actively will weave between enemies and hit nothing. And that always is a serious problem. Okay, enemies explode on death. Yeah, let's snag that. Fill out the burning tree so we don't need to think about it again. Okay, I've leveled up again. This is very satisfying. Wider arc, slowing shot, split shot. Let's go for wider arc. Because here these bullets aren't moving very fast, so they can home in on enemies and it's fine. I guess I'd similarly kind of compare it to, well, the homing thing. I'd kind of compare it to the split shot. Split shot seems very good for... What? Okay, that was different. Split shot seems very good for this gun. But maybe not any of the other guns. Like shotgun, one more projectile is meaningless. Maybe on the sniper rifle it'd be good. But I feel like it should be one of those where it just increases projectiles by like a certain quantity, either double or 50% or something. Let's see. Tactician placeholder. Oh, well, we definitely can't do that one. Better homing? No, we want to go for accuracy and bullet speed. Which, bullet speed seems kind of unnecessary here. The bullets fly fast enough to begin with, and yeah, if it actively makes homing worse, I don't know why anybody would ever pick it. Maybe the better homing, because that does make the, that does actually make bullet speed go up as well. I guess if the sniper gun especially scaled off of bullet speed. Once again, Nova Drift style. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Okay, split shot, swooping strikes, well-fed, exploding bullets. The problem with exploding bullets is I really do not like the rest of the tree. Yeah, we want better thrusters. I could go for split shot. We could just go for well-fed. I'm just gonna go for well-fed, even if I think it's actually completely worthless here. Okay, none of my enemies are going for... Let's see, none of my enemies are currently going for any of the control points. So I'm just hanging. Didn't really mean to do that, but that's okay. Engine heart. And what's the alternative? Field rations. They're both okay. Let's go for bigger magazine. Because that very much fits this gun. And big magazine is... Oh! I wonder if big magazine actually does help the shotgun. I should have tested that. Because what if it was one of those where the shotgun always fires whatever's in its clip? So if you get big magazine, that's the one that really increases the amount of bullets you're shooting. So instead of 6 bullets at a time, it's up to 12. I bet it actually did work that way, and I just didn't give it the chance. Did I get the health over here? I have no idea. There's another one. Piercing shots. There we go. Now it is time for extreme bees. Okay. Oh, right. They're also going for some of these locations, so I should probably stop them from that. But I will say right now, the heightened spawn rate from this bet, I wish this was permanent. This is way more enemies in a way that I was actually hoping to fight. And I'm actually going to be kind of sad that the numbers are going back down. God, popping the tank with the explosive shot is so satisfying. Okay, shape charge, smaller, yeah. Smaller, lower damage bullets after being shot, that didn't work. I really wish the slow-mo would... Okay. Yeah, I'm just in kind of... I'm gonna sound like I'm in gripe mode, but I'm mostly just like a, hey, this doesn't feel quite right. Here's how it could be, maybe feel better. I like the slow-mo on kill, but it feels completely unnecessary. There's not a whole lot of feedback for it. So it's just a thing that happens routinely with, like, no real benefit. It's just like, okay, we're just gonna go into 6 slow-mo mode for a hot second. And, you know, I could actually see that being a good way of kind of guarding against the game chugging. You know, just, oh, you've killed a lot of enemies. Let's just put it into slow motion just for a hot second so the game can catch up. However, I do think your character should still be able to aim and shoot during it. I noticed it locks my, like, character movement and camera controls. And what if it was one of those where... Wait, didn't I already get bigger tank? No, I probably didn't. I must have grabbed something else then. Okay, what is left in this area that I need to... Was it that guy? I have no idea. But, what if when you were in slow-mo mode... Who is left? Not you, is it? What if in slow-mo mode... maybe I can aim freely. But I wish when I was in slow-mo mode, I was able to actually shoot at maybe a fraction of the speed that I normally am. Is that it? Are we clear? I have no idea where the last enemy is, which is unfortunate. Because I'm not even in C. It in fact seems like the enemies occupying C are coming here, which are blocking me from liberating B. Maybe I just have to go to C and then something happens. I'm also just not entirely sure if there's merit for it. But yeah, usually you enter an area and it has like a whole bunch of like enemies in an area highlighted so you know what you have to like do to clear them out. Each kill reload until reload more. Oh, that's not an enemy. Get rid of the bird, get rid of these, new waves showing up. I haven't even cleared the last wave yet. Like, I'm not doing strictly bad, but it's just not letting me take control points back anymore. Too many enemies? Maybe, but they're not all on me, which is the weird part. And once again, they're not particularly well communicated of like, it's not communicating particularly well of like, hey, you have to kill these guys to take this area back. I'd almost wish the control point system worked off of, like, quite literally a circle. Because yeah, I know where this guy is, and it's telling me, okay, now I can take D back. Or not. I guess I had to be on D. Okay, there we go. Who remains in other locations? But I really wish the control points weren't always just control points. Holy shit, those guys are tough. I think we need the bonus damage, maybe. Is there, like, somebody in here? Impossible to tell. Like, who's over here? I do not know. Unless it's, like, this thing. It's just hanging out in this distance. Is it one of those, like, floating helmets? Those suckers are extra tough, I guess, now. Oh, who knows? Maybe I'll just kill everything and then it'll properly reset. Or it won't. What was I even going to say? Words and things. Feedback. Oh, right, I was still hung up on that slow-mo. I just feel like the slow-mo, it should almost maybe make you reload really fast during a slow-mo for some reason, and your character can shoot a little bit faster than, you know, the slow-mo would normally allow, just purely from the perspective of just kind of fun. When reloading, fanning is kind of worthless. I'd rather get faster engines. Let's go for field rations. Yeah, I'm on the control point and still not letting me take it, which means that I probably have to kill these guys, but even then if I do, I still don't think it's going to let me take it. But I almost kind of wish there was like a manual reclaim spot where you could stand on it and it would specifically... Wow, I did not hit that guy for beans. Where you could specifically gain more control than you normally would. Or, you know, just has your kind of classic control circles of like, hey, only people on this specific circle count. So it's easier to find out, like, yeah, what's the one enemy that I haven't killed in this area, preventing me from taking it back again? Because currently it could quite literally be one of the flying helmets, just like stuck in a wall somewhere, and I have no idea. Because I think it's usually based on like a specific number of spawns, or as bugs, and it's either bugged or they've just taken it permanently. Because it's not saying that there's any enemies occupying the area. So yeah, they might just own that location, and there's nothing I can do about it. Which, if that's the case, oh well. We definitely need to up my game somehow. Unfortunately, it's becoming increasingly difficult for me to level up. Probably because I got a lot of levels really early on. Okay, what do we have next? Fanning. When reloading, still don't want that. I'm gonna go full auto. Yeah, so they might actually just have the spots. Hard to tell. Okay, I think it's not saying anything more about Wave D, so we're probably good. Yeah, those guys have certainly gotten tougher. I'm surprised I haven't seen the damage upgrade go by, but still. Can I actually check what level I'm at? Perks unlocked 15. So, maybe this is a personal gripe. I find these games work best if you level up every 30 seconds. Slower than that, it always feels a little bit less than it should. Obviously, this is kind of a vibes thing, but I was playing a Bullet Heaven recently. I've been playing a couple of Bullet Heavens recently, where you level up, like, less than once per minute. Like, I think it was 15 minutes in and only had 10 upgrades. And they weren't even interesting upgrades. It was like 20% extra damage or like a little bit of crit. And like the game was kind of clearly balanced around that. So it wasn't impossible. But it was one of those where the game was actually too constrained. I want to level up much faster, but I also want to be just like dealing with large quantities of enemies. I guess I'm going to grab Flail because I have no choice. I'm going to say I think Flail is extremely boring. I think it only works. I think Flail only works in like very close melee. I can barely see the dang thing. Yeah, like there's not a whole lot that's going to be hitting at this point. Okay, there's one more enemy here. So I think the real answer is I just potentially lost control points B and C with no current way to get them back. I almost feel like it should spawn a boss or something. Force you to fight to retrieve it. Maybe. Ow. Or maybe this is it. Waves... A wave occupying C. Oop, that's weird. I'm also noticing a little bit of like terrain hitching every once in a while that's like, yeah, that could be a little bit better. I like the idea of the mantling, but it almost feels like it really should give you a movement speed boost rather than kill your momentum entirely. For something this fast, mantling needs to be as fast, maybe. Partly because then you could actually use mantling as kind of a fun combat technique as well. Like, everything should be cool movement tech in this. Mantling, you shotgun yourself upwards. Maybe even make it so that you get a damage boost every time you mantle, so you're kind of looking for clever ways to mantle and, like, blast something. Whereas there, I just kind of get stuck in the wall. Okay. Who is left? The problem is it says, like, enemies occupying C. Okay, there's one left now. And it could be any of these guys? And there's no good marker. Let's level up again. Okay, fire rate, spray fire, increase fire rate, lower accuracy, that's fine, we have homing. Oh, it's that sucker. Yeah, it's one of the helmet guys, stuck literally in the gear system. Okay. We're good, except for I still don't have C back. Well, it's fine. It's not like it really matters too much. But I don't like the flail that much. There's only a handful of times where I'm actually going to be flailing enemies, comparatively, and it feels like it's kind of wasted. If it was something that was like a much bigger thing, or it was something I controlled, like it's a physics object that gets bigger or faster, scaling entirely off of, like, okay, maybe I can actually use it for some effective, for something here. But like if it was a physics object that I had direct control over, you know, depending on, like, whipping it around and angling and whatnot. Is it that guy? Nope. Literally have no idea. Who the enemy is in that area. I guess it's dead. But it feels like the flail needs to be kind of its own tree, kind of in the same vein as the eagles. Like, have a full summoning build. I hate the fact that this keeps showing up. I guess I should just pick up Gambler. Same thing with Fanning. I really want the other one. I want faster engines, but I literally haven't seen it. Just get Blood Rage out of the pool. But yeah, for how slow you level, it's actually kind of... oh boy. For how slow you level, it's actually a bit of a problem having all of these things clogging the pool here. I wonder if the higher difficulties actually reduce your crowd hype. That'd be sad. Because yeah, I should be... I don't know. I always view Bullet Heavens as kind of like this arms race. That you have to figure out, like, how to become busted, otherwise you just get overwhelmed. And constraining it in any way, shape, or form makes it feel worse. Then again, we are currently having some performance issues, so there's something to be said with the idea of, like, don't make it too ridiculous, because then the game's not going to be able to handle it. Never know what that is. I think that's an enemy that died, and it's just their giblet just flying off into the sky. Okay. Right. I forgot I do have the shoulder charge. I'm just not using it much. The flail is just kind of distracting. But yeah, I wish the flail was something that I actually had as a, like, a summon unit or something. I really need to reroll. I guess I'm gonna go for triple jump. You know what? Screw it, I'm gonna grab the tactician placeholder. If it doesn't do anything, don't have it in the pool, just double the other perk and just use it twice. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick the tactician placeholder because, I should have picked gambler earlier. It just wasn't particularly what I care about. At this point, I'm not even shooting and the game's hitching it a bit. Seems like there's a bunch of birds. I wonder if the enemies are actually scaling health over the course of a run. That's... I'm a big fan of just having recolors show up, so at least there's kind of a visual communication. We describe it as mostly just, when you play these games, after a while, you kind of get an instinct for how much HP it has. But if you have that HP scale up over the course of a round, that instinct goes away. You literally have no idea anymore, like, how tough a thing is. You just kind of get a sense, a vague feel for it over the course of a run. But if you have, so like, these guys, you know, if at the beginning of the run they have 50 HP and you kill them one shot, they're like, oh, that's a fodder enemy. And you kind of get that instinct for, like, this is a fodder enemy, it can be killed in one shot. But if it suddenly randomly has, like, double the amount of HP, that just makes it feel random, and confusing, because then you have no sense for how many times you have to shoot them. Admittedly, maybe that's more of like a Binding of Isaac thing, specifically for me. Game really is breaking down at this point. I'd say I've become too powerful, but I actually feel kind of weak. Too many junk perks that I don't need, not nearly enough, like, solid things that can really carry the way I want it to. Oh well. Once the game gets banishes, it'll be easier. I swear I used less perks. Oh, wait, no. Perks unlock 19, so I think I actually was a reasonably good level. I think we just got all of the levels early, and then diminishing returns kind of wrecked us. But yeah, we didn't even get what I was hoping for. Because, yeah, I wanted to get the rest of the mag tree, but it wouldn't let me. Crowd tree, I think, was kind of okay, and protection definitely was not worth it. Well, is what it is. I only have 11,000. What's going to do? Increase agility during charge, knockback increase, shoulder charge in any direction you're looking at. I feel like that'd be kind of fun from a, like, go up into the sky kind of deal. Then there's also just extra hype, which is worth it purely from, like, that's just 10% more experience. Maybe 10% more levels. Maybe. Either way, I like where this is going. I think the big problem is a lot of the perk trees were maybe somewhat, I don't want to say done haphazardly, but flail. It needs to be its own separate perk tree. Having it at the end of the health tree just feels confusing and it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't scale off of health, it has nothing to do with health, and it doesn't really fit the build. Same thing with, I'd honestly even say maybe the mag dump perk. I feel like that should be its own separate thing. That should be a super upgrade. Like, most of the basic perk trees should be mostly just about tweaking your stats up and down, but then you have super upgrades that, you know, if you get the bigger mags and the fire rate perks, then you can get the mag dump super perk, having both of those, you know, just perk trees that are unlocked by getting other perk trees. But you can have it where that one is the one where, like, you empty your entire magazine every time you reload. And then maybe by the end of it, your character just goes to this, like, weird full auto shoot every bullet, don't even hold the shoot button anymore kind of dealio or something like that. The problem with the mag dump perk is I just don't want to have to remember to press R to reload to dump my mag. I just wish it was one of those where my character no longer has a trigger and just fires the gun as much as possible until it's reload time. But yeah, just separating some of the perks out, taking all those summons and actually having, like, a very direct this is the summoning build. Here are perks that boost summoning damage. Same thing with explosions. The fact that I can't increase explosion size really relegates explosions down to kind of niche. Most enemies don't stand close enough together to make explosions worth it, unless either you increase the explosion size, or it's like kind of in the beginning where you're corralling a bunch of the melee guys around and you can get them close enough that you can explode. It's part of the reason why I didn't like the grenade launcher that much, is because like half the time I wasn't able to hit with it. I like the character abilities, but none of them get upgrades, and I feel like that's kind of a mistake. I almost feel like that should have a separate perk tree entirely, or your regular perks randomly have modifiers for your secondary abilities. So like, hey, the split shot has a chance of either giving you an extra grenade or increasing the grenade explosion radius. Homing maybe makes the grenades homing too. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of options that you can do in there. Because the problem is, over the course of the run, all of your secondary abilities never change. And that feels kind of antithetical to the idea of this being a roguelike. That if you have anything that it remains fully static throughout, it either needs to be something that you can swap out, or it needs to be something that is part of a perk rather than your character. Because if you don't, I don't want to say it's a wasted opportunity. No, it is a wasted opportunity. I just don't want to say that in like a mean way. It's just a matter of like, but you could do so much more with this. I was thinking about that grappling hook. I don't really have much of a use for the grappling hook normally. It's just going to take me into damage. But what if I could grapple onto the airship and hang there for a while? Or if you could grapple into enemies, and if you run into them, you hit them. You know, if you have enough runway. Or maybe instead of just grappling onto random surfaces, there's specific grappling points all over the map that you can aim at, and you get perks that kind of increase your damage or abilities or give you a slowdown, so that like maybe while you're grappling, the game goes into a slight slow-mo and you can snipe some things really quickly. Like just empty your entire sniper rifle in short order, but you can only do that when you're in slow-mo mode. I don't know, it feels like there's a lot of opportunities for fun perks there. And so I think the main feedback I would give is like the core gameplay loop is good. I'd maybe ask that the enemies get bigger just so they're easier to shoot at such high speeds, especially for how big that arena is. But then really think about that perk system, because it's got so much potential, but it feels like a lot of it was just kind of made up on the fly or inspired directly from other games, and it needs some more time in the oven where those perks really jive with what DieselDome wants to be and is striving to be, and it feels like they don't quite work together yet. And so if there's a little bit more thought and care put into the perk system in such a way that it really blends well with the first-person shooter arena roguelike elements of this game, I think it could really sing. As it stands, it's very fun. It's genuinely one of the best bullet heavens I've played in a while in terms of sheer raw, untapped potential. I just hope it gets there. But with all of that said, I guess if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, it helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe, because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.